Hi there. Today we are talking to Nicole, and she's an aesthetic skin and laser therapist from Laser Lab. And we have worked together for about 7-8 months since May last year.
Yes.
And she has seen phenomenal growth. She has, from when we started recording her data, she tripled her total income and tripled her daily income. And she has multiplied her retail times 6
Sure.
in 7 months.
Oh.
Yeah. So I must say, I always think big for all the therapists that I coach, and I did for you.
Mm-hmm.
There's few people that surprise me, and you did. So well done. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Please describe your personality in 1 or 2 sentences.
I'm a people's person, I would say. Very bubbly, very vivacious. And I bounce off of people. I think I take pride in being very welcoming to everyone.
Amazing.
Trying to be.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So before we started working, what would you say was your biggest frustration with retail? Because we had the benefit of the total growth, but our main focus was on retail growth. What was your biggest frustration on retail sales before we started working?
I think my approach with people, you can't take the same approach with everyone. And I almost feel like because I've been in the industry for quite some time, you tend to stick to what you know and you just take the approach and roll with it. And it's not for everyone. Every person is different. They need a different approach. So it was nice knowing that, you need to look at the person, look at their personality, and then approach it a bit different for some people. Be a bit more assertive with some, be a bit more informative with others, that type of thing. Yeah. So I must say it was very frustrating not to be able to personalize it to everyone because of the way that I approached it.
Okay.
And I must say that's one thing, with you, that's one thing that I learned as well, is just changing up your approach, because you have all the tools, but you tend to forget it over the years as well as you are in the industry then.
Yeah. Awesome. Cool. So what do you think was holding you back to grow as an aesthetic skin and laser therapist in retail?
Myself.
Okay.
I'm my biggest obstacle.
Okay.
I tend to not believe in myself, or not very self-assured, and I think comfort zone. I'm a comfort zone person, and as soon as you get comfortable, you almost do a disservice to yourself not to think bigger and feel like you can reach for higher. I must say myself, and that's one thing that I enjoyed in our journey as well, is you being the little cheerleader on the side and making me realize that I can reach a different goal, a higher goal. I can believe in myself and I can reach bigger things, bigger and better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I read a piece that said complacency is as murder.
Yes.
So we actually hide and we don't come to our full potential.
Yes.
Which is my biggest thing about the cheerleading, to really bring the gold out of everyone.
Yes, yeah. I must say it helped a lot. It definitely did. That's one thing that I took away from our journey, is not only, all the tools that you've equipped us with, but I think just having someone just igniting that little spark in you, going, I am good enough. I am, I have all the knowledge. I have all the tools. I just forget sometimes to implement them. Yeah.
So in terms of, obviously, your owners and your ops manager said you're going to do coaching with me. In terms of what you thought it would be, how did you experience the process?
It's a bit apprehensive at first. I think as a therapist, you need to be like, I know everything and I know my clients. No one can teach me anything, especially if you've been in the industry. But I think I was humbled a lot in realizing you forget things, and the longer you're in the industry, again, you become comfortable, and then you don't use all the tools that you have. So a bit apprehensive at first, but once I started opening up and going in with an open mindset and going, I am open to learn. Because again, you can be in the industry for a year and you can be in the industry for 30 years. I feel like everyone can learn something from someone. I think that was the biggest thing, is actually opening up you know, my mind into to learning, actually.
Being
taking the tool, being able to take the tools that you now want to give us, or reminding us that you were taught this, this is how you would approach this, and going, oh yeah, I need to, you know, realize that I'm not always right.
Because I think, you know, business and our industry, it changes all the time. So you got to stay on top
always
of it.
Evolving,
you know, I always say if you stay the same, you're actually moving backwards. You're not actually staying the same. So you need to evolve.
Yes, 100%, yeah.
Cool. So if you think back, what would you say is your favorite memory of the time that we've worked together?
I wouldn't say there's one specific memory, but I think what's something that, I don't want to say it didn't bother me, but it almost, you know, you went, oh, okay, it's my meeting again, you know. But then thinking back now, I actually was looking forward to it, because I like you being that cheerleader, you going, look at your growth, because I feel like you don't, or I don't actually look at it and go, oh, I've actually grown. Where you go, do you see that you've grown? Because I see it. So I must say that's one thing that I really enjoyed, is that journey of seeing the growth and you going, see it and be proud. Because we tend to just always go, oh no, I didn't make the target this month, or oh no, I feel like I didn't do it as well. And you going, you did, you can be proud. So I must say I really enjoyed that.
So just on the tracking sheets, I think, how did you find, because you obviously measure it on a daily basis, a weekly basis, you then overview it on a monthly basis. Did that process mean something to you? There is a saying that you can only manage what you measure. Did you experience that?
So look, it's admin. I'm not going to pretend like admin is the strongest. I am a practical therapist. But I actually was looking forward to it towards the end, knowing what I reached that week, what I need to still do, or if I've made my target in 3 weeks instead of 4. And it's also it was nice to see the growth and having the actual numbers in front of me, because if you don't have that tracking of it, you won't know. And that's one thing, like I have never had like a goal to work towards, or like a target. So it was nice for you to go, this is the target. We are going to be a bit cheeky and make a little higher one. And then after the one is done and you're going, look, you've reached the higher one that you thought you weren't. I think that also helps with believing in yourself then again. So it definitely is. And also I think the big thing that I've also gotten out of this is you go, be a leader. Not a follower. And I've really become more assertive, more self-assured, more confident in leading my clients, rather than being the therapist going, you tell me. I go, this is what I would recommend. I am the expert. I know what's going to work. You tell me yes or no, but from there you follow me, type of thing. And knowing that I'm doing it because I have the knowledge and I want to help them, and not seeing it as, oh, I need to retail, I don't want to be pushy, but rather being like, I'm not pushy, but I'm doing this because I know this is going to help you. And very passionate about the fact that I always tell my clients, if you see results and you get excited, just know that I'm just as excited, if not more, when you see the results. Because it definitely, I'm on this journey with you, and it's just as rewarding for me to see the results as it is for you as a client.
I feel very strongly about the leading. Doesn't matter which personality you are. Because you are the expert, and the client comes to you because there's one more thing she doesn't want to worry about. Life is fast, it's busy. So she wants to come to you. You studied, you've got lots of knowledge, and you need to share it. What she does with that info is her decision. But you're accountable to share and to lead and to prep before the time and to know what you want to talk to her about.
And seeing it not as a burden to retail, but rather to see like, I'm enhancing the results that we're getting in clinic, and I want you to see it that way as well as a client.
Because home care daily use will make a greater impact than only the professional. It supports it.
100%.
Awesome. So I had a look at your data. Have a sip. I had a look at your data. But if you had to now look back, which achievements that you've achieved now over the past 7 or 8 months are you most proud of?
Most proud of? Bedoel jy soos die syfertjies? Sorry.
Ja.
Die syfertjies.
So as you nou kyk, the period that we now work together, Was there anywhere where you were like, wow, I didn't see that coming?
Okay. Yeah.
Or, okay, this is what I want to achieve, and then look at the end of the month, flip, I actually achieved it and I went over with like 30K or, you know.
Yeah. If I'm looking at the months, of course, it depends, you know.
Yes.
But I think keeping it consistent, you know, growth is, or the targets that we were looking to work towards, growth is not linear.
Yeah.
And that's something that you also said to me, and I really needed to learn it, that you can't just always reach for higher and higher. You need to have a bit of a standstill or a bit of a dip, but then you grow again.
Yeah.
And for me to see that in the month, I think everything all together, you could see that. But I think November was a big one for me. The Black Friday and that type of thing, and having clients, what you taught us is having that little seeds that you've planted, and it's actually reaping the benefits of it.
Yes.
I think November was a big one because everyone was ready to invest in that, what I've then planted for them. So I think that's one that actually exceeded what we planned on targeting then. Yeah.
So I'll share a few from my side. I think the first one for me was October. You went overseas with your family.
Yeah.
And I recall that you were only working 11 days, which is half a month.
Yeah.
And you still had the target that we set for you. And we said we're actually going to go for the target regardless the amount of days. And that particular month, I don't know if you can remember, what did you do with your daily income?
I think I doubled it.
Correct. Yeah. I had a look, you were retailing as much as your total income of September.
Sure.
So that for me was wow. You know, and I just saw that you are realizing your potential and it's coming out.
Yeah.
Also, we had two targets. We had sort of a start-end target and a top-end target. And in November, you achieved the start-end target, and in December, you exceeded the end target. Yeah.
Sure.
And that's within 7 months from when we started.
Yeah.
Also in December, you almost doubled the ratio of your income.
Sure.
So if you take, let's say we say you were doing 30% of your income was retail. In December, you did, let's say, 60%. You doubled.
Yeah.
Which is massive. And it's massive. You know, I coach a lot of people. In December, everyone goes down with their retail.
Yeah.
Because people are busy. It's in and out. The therapist gets tired. It's end of the year. They're not really focusing on that. They think people don't have money because they have to buy Christmas presents, etc.
Yeah.
But you actually did your best ratio in December.
Sure.
And what I know is that you were applying what I taught you.
Yeah.
And the numbers don't lie. So I'm not there in the room every day, but I can see in the numbers that you listened.
Yeah.
You diligently applied it, and you kept on even if people said no. Because that's the thing. You're going to get 5 no's before you get a 6 yes. And you just got to keep sowing. And like you say, in November, you started seeing the reaping. Because I recall you were quite strategical, communicating in advance with your clients with the Black Friday specials.
Yes. Yeah.
I think you said you had like 40 little packets ready there.
They were everywhere, but it's a good feeling knowing that, you know, your coaching has gotten me there where this is a good problem to have, like no space for all the bags.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I must say, definitely, I'm actually surprised, but it's nice to see the results of the month's work that we've now put in.
And I mean, it's not rocket science. It's simple principles that you just keep on repeating.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So let's go back to May before you met me, and let's go back to today. We're in January, so it's 8 months later. If you compare Nicole from May last year to Nicole January this year, what would you say is the biggest difference?
Confidence. I think the confidence, being a little bit more assertive. I know you also said show your personality, show the person behind the therapist. I think I tend to rather be professional and not show, you know, all of you. And you saying show, you know, who you are as a person. And I think it helps a lot because that client gets comfortable with you. You have your little laughs and your stories and everything. And that's when they bond and they start trusting you. And if you are confident and if you believe in yourself, then the client's going to be confident in putting his skin in your hands and trusting you with their skin and their journey as well. So I must say, confidence is a big thing now.
Yeah, I think if we are authentic, if you apply your principles, but you are authentic, and I always say people come to look better on the outside, but they also come to feel better on the inside. So you got to have that human caring aspect, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, let's have a look. What changed in your skills? Number one, and number two, in your self-image.
Okay. Skills. I would say having a look at the clients and realizing the approach that they need. It's like having a little bag of all the tools that we were taught.
Yes.
But you always just take the one tool instead of making use of all of the tools.
Yes.
And it was good to have you remind me, there's a bag full of tools. You need to use all of them. You can't just use one.
Yeah. One doesn't fit each client.
Exactly. So taking a different approach, talking to the clients, having a feel about what they can and can't, that type of thing, so that you grow with them and they feel seen, rather than just another client going into another salon, because what's going to set you apart from the next therapist.
And just to pause on that point, I mean, we spoke about at the end of your day, you make notes about your client, or you try and do it in the same time that you are with the client right at the end. And then either end of today or tomorrow morning, you're going to look who's in your column. And you're almost going to prep first. You're going to walk in with a little bit of, you're not going to blindly recommend and try and remember what your 100 clients did last month.
So just making sure that what I recommend and the approach that we are going to take, make sure to follow up with the clients. And a lot of them, they need that physical written down, whatever you said to them. So making a point of following up, sending that on WhatsApp, or giving them, a document so that they know this is what we're going to do, this is what we're going to work towards. And it's just nice because they have clarity about the journey going forward then as well.
Okay, so that's your skills, your self-image.
Definitely believing in myself a little bit more, and I would say, not just feeling like I need to sell myself to them, but actually showing them that I am human. I love to tell my clients that there's a reason I'm in the industry. I'm very passionate about it because I've got a problematic skin. I've struggled with my skin, so I like to tell my clients, like to show them where I started as well with my skin, and telling them you are in good hands because I've been through it. I know where what you're feeling, and then confidently telling them we can work towards, and then they like to say, oh, but you have such nice skin, and then I'm like, yes, that's like a little confidence booster, because I tell them that means I'm doing something right, so that means I'm going to do something right for you as well. But definitely the way I carry myself, being a bit more assertive, self-assured, and they immediately feel that atmosphere that you create for them, taking the lead.
And isn't it much more enjoyable?
Yeah, definitely.
Don't you enjoy being with your clients
and the
more?
Feedback, and definitely.
Because often, you have your personal life and you have your work life, but it almost becomes then a lifestyle almost. That you look forward to going to work, you look forward to looking after your clients.
I look forward to hearing from them the next session going, the skin looks so nice. And when getting compliments, it's always so nice. I always ask them if their husbands or their partners have noticed a difference, because then there's a difference.
Okay, you can, if you need to, you can think for a moment, but really there's been a transformation. It's obvious. If you have to describe your transformation in 3 words, what would that be?
Sure.
Take your time.
I think eye-opening is one. I think that's definitely one. Being more open-minded to being, taught, and I think, obviously confidence, assertiveness is definitely also one that would stand out for me. I think that's the theme of the entire 7-8 months. It's definitely just building up towards that. But I also realized I must be a bit more open-minded to new things, to being taught. Because you don't know everything. Being humbled a bit.
I think in life what I've learned is that certain things you can learn for yourself, and certain things you're only going to get through people. And I think that's always been my dream with my coaching. I am 20 or whatever years ahead of you, so I can give you that on a platter.
but I must be open to receiving it.
Correct.
Definitely.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's say there's a salon owner out there and they want to invest in their team as your owners have invested in you.
Yes.
What would you say to that salon owner?
Definitely. I would definitely tell them it's worth it. I would say that they must prep their therapists to be open-minded, to know that it's a journey, it's not a sprint, it's not going to happen overnight.
Yeah.
But they definitely need to be open to being taught, to getting the tools, and to put in the work as well. It's not just going to happen. You know, you can give them whatever they need, but if they are not willing to use it and to put in the work from their side, then it's not going to make a difference. So I think that's one thing that I would say is prep them and make sure that they are ready to be, you know, on this journey. But it's definitely worth it.
Yeah, I always say it takes two to tango. We've got to meet each other halfway.
Yes.
And like we said earlier on, initially, I remember you grew a lot, and then the month after that you dropped, and you were so disappointed.
Yes.
And I said to you, but next time you're going to go higher, and you're going to drop higher.
Yes. Yeah.
And then somewhere it's just going to gradually go up, and that was exactly your pattern.
Yeah. It's not a straight line. Growth is going to have its ups and downs. But again, it comes back to you just being the cheerleader, not getting despondent, but you going, don't. Let's grow further, you know?
It takes time to change.
Yes.
You know, the same new habit you only learn in 3 months.
Yes.
But then I think the longevity, that it's forever, those skills, and you actually become differently.
Yes, you come better for it, definitely.
All right.
Yeah.
So I think from my side, I just want to compliment you.
Thank you.
I'm really, from the depth of my heart, I'm so proud of you. And I actually want to read you my purpose statement, because with you, I've really achieved my purpose statement. So my purpose statement is to perseveringly lead others, including my family, to discover and grow the gold in them, administering change through discernment and faith by imparting wisdom, through teaching and knowledge to live life and life in abundance.
Sure.
And if I look at you and our time together, I really see that. So I want to thank you for doing the hard work, for being open, for being open-minded, for when no one's looking, being disciplined and faithful in your work. And, you know, a lot of girls grow and then they say, I was lucky, it was Black Friday. It's not luck, it's hard work. But eventually that hard work will become smart work. It will become a new you.
It's a whole new habit that you've now created.
So thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you
with
for
us.
you.
We appreciate it.
For the 7-8 months.
It's only a pleasure. This is what I love doing.
I can definitely see the passion in it. Definitely can.
Thank you.
And it's nice. I think that's maybe why you have such great results. It's because you're also passionate about it, and you make a point of showing each and every therapist that they are individually special in their own way.
And the sky's really the limit. You know, I think you mentioned it earlier on, we limit ourselves. So it's how big you can think, you know, because the bigger you think, the higher you fall in any case. So thank you. Enjoy your clients. I know you've got a whole day ahead of you, and I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Cool.